Sadly, kids, we're going back to the joys of Reid.
No, God!
Where the theme of the day is, you guessed it, more racism.
That's racist!
This time it involves the Key Bridge.
What?
And it involves Baltimore City's worthless mayor.
Oh, it's true!
I'm Jasper Gonzo, and this, yes, I know, she's stupid.
It's true.
It's what's next. Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Jasper Gonzo, what's next? Your daily dose, common sense, facts, and salt. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Thursday. Well, the Key Bridge and the damage that was done to it by a cargo ship over the last 48 hours, 72 hours has been the story. Most recently is that they found more bodies in the, after the wreckage. And it's just, like I said, it's terrible and sad. Unfortunately, the families are going through this nonsense. But, wow, just wow. But anyway, did you know the bridge was racist? Yes, I know. What a segue, huh? Yes, the bridge is racist, according to the wonderful, the phenomenal, one of the most least watched people on television. Yes, if you guessed Joy Reid, you be right. Yes, the race lady, to quote Tucker Carlson. She's back with an all-new episode, and of course, the theme of the day is racism, because she's got nothing else better to do. This, coming out of Breitbart. NBC's Reid. GOP is anti-DEI because they can't stand the blacks. Yes, that's our wonderful Joy Reid, and we'll hear her nonsense in just a bit. Host Joy Reid said on Wednesday on her show, The Readout, that no one watches, I think, and I still say no one watches outside of her family and maybe a couple of knuckleheads, that Republicans are against diversity, equity, and inclusion because of programs they can't stand the blacks. Discussing Baltimore's bridge collapse, of course, now the bridge is racist as well. Reid said the most idiotic and racist theories had to do with the newest boogeyman, diversity, equity, and inclusion. A Republican congressional candidate in Florida tweeted out, DEI did this, and the right-wing blue check account that has been boosted by the racist Elon Musk in the past just blew straight past the dog-whistling tweeting its 267,000 followers. Baltimore's DEI mayor, commenting on the collapsed Francis Scott Key Bridge, it's going to get so much worse. Prepare accordingly. The post includes a clip of Baltimore's black mayor, gotta emphasize that, the high school kid himself, Brandon Scott. And yeah, don't get me started on his shenanigans and nonsense. Of course, the city is trash due to part in him. She continued, I can't believe I have to say this. Brandon Scott was elected with 70% of the vote in 2020. Well, when you have an overwhelming majority of blacks in the Democrats, and of course also that they have been hammered over and over again generationally with you must vote Democrat because if you don't, you'll die. Anyway, that 61% of the black is so right-wing logic. Like so right-wing logic, a diversity hire would have been a white man, which of course is what they want. Only the white Christian man may have these things. Read at it. At this point, it's evident what they mean by DEI, right? It means black people. The reason why the right complains about critical racist theory, yes, still alive. It's not fashionable to be openly racist anymore in America, unlike they call the good old days. So referring to a black mayor as a DEI mayor, you get the point across. So just say what you mean. You can't stand the blacks. We get it. We've been heard. I'm sorry, you've been heard. But let's hear it from lovely Joy.
Rampant conspiracies being hawked by the right about Tuesday's tragic bridge collapse in Baltimore. It has been a grab bag of right-wing grievances, barely coded racism, and flat-out lies. Noted Jewish space lasers and QAnon conspiracist Marjorie Taylor Greene suggested the disaster was the result of an intentional attack, perhaps by the space lasers. But the most idiotic and racist.
Yeah, space lasers are racist, so just make that clear as well.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI. A Republican congressional candidate in Florida tweeted that DEI did this. And a right-wing
Anthony Sabatini, I don't know who he is.
Elon Musk in the past
I didn't even know he was running in Florida.
Tweeting to its 276,000 followers, quote, Baltimore's DEI mayor commenting on the collapsed Francis Scott Key Bridge. It's going to get so much worse. Prepare accordingly. The post included a clip of Baltimore's black mayor, Brandon Scott.
Mayor.
I
She got to emphasize that, black mayor.
Brandon Scott was elected with 70% of the vote in 2020 in a city that is 61% black. So by right-wing logic, a diversity hire would have been a white man, which of course...
All right, that's enough of that nonsense. But I agree with Joy. I know. I gotta swallow that pill down hard. She's right. It would be. It would be the other way around. Because when you have a overwhelming black population, as in Baltimore City, what do you expect? But let's make this very clear. Myself being from the region, I know how Baltimore City works. The thing is that when you have the same nonsense being elected over and over and over again, there hasn't been Republican mayor in Baltimore City. I mean, I've been in this region for about 20 years, and it goes probably before me since the last time that happened. But the previous 3 mayors before Brandon Scott, 1 were all black, 2 were all women, 3 they were all failures. They absolutely were failures. The city is corrupt. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's corrupt. Like Atlanta, like Detroit, name a Democratic-run city, a blue check mark city, and I don't mean that in regards to Twitter X. It's been a failure. How many millions, hundreds of millions of dollars have been poured into Baltimore City, and the city has not changed one bit under the high school kid, Brandon Scott. Brandon Scott has no idea of what he's doing. He ran with 0 experience. 0. I know, I think he might have worked at a McDonald's prior to doing this. But anyway, Baltimore City has nothing to do with the bridge. Has nothing to do. It does not link Baltimore City one bit. But they had to bring him out there. They had to bring him out there, hey, everything's going to be okay and what have you. The fact of the matter is the bridge has nothing to do with EEI. The bridge has nothing to do with Brandon Scott. The bridge has nothing to do with nothing. And all the conspiracy theories I saw on TikTok over the last 24 to 48 hours has been utterly ridiculous. And I mean total clownish. Everything from space lasers to the nonsense, that it was Russia's fault, that it was Islamo-Nazi terrorism, that it was this, that, and the other. Oh, you can see by the video if you slow it down. Like the Zapruder film, you got to slow it down and go back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Stop. 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 I'm going to take it on its face value. That the cargo ship lost control, basically lost power, tried to regain power, lost power again, and could not slow down fast enough, couldn't drop anchor fast enough, and slammed into the bridge and took it down. That's what I'm going with until I hear something different. Actually, with actual credible evidence. And Singapore, the actual company who owns that cargo ship, said they will be fully responsible. They will take full responsibility if it's their ship at fault due to mechanical error. They will take full responsibility for the lives lost, for the reconstruction of the bridge, and what have you. But there you go. But as for Joy, DEI is trash. Just like critical racist theory is trash. It's woke, nonsensical garbage. It is killing businesses. It is actually killing businesses. From everything from gaming all the way through our movies, and we've all seen it. You apply woke, nonsensical trash to it, it's going to be trash. And Joy knows this. But Joy doesn't care. When you are speaking to maybe 5, maybe 10 people every single night, there is your echo chamber right there. Everything's racist. Everything's sexist. Everything's homophobic. This, that, and the other. That is the show of Joy Reid. And I hate doing stories like this, but every time Joy opens her mouth, she says something stupid and retarded. And this is just, sadly, another episode of it. And with that being said, I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this piece of a comment below? Like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Appreciate you guys watching the show. Continue to spread the word. Help it continue to grow. And we'll see you next time. Peace.